What's up, everybody? It's Jeffrey Lyles welcoming you to another edition of Lyles Movie Files. Joining me, as always, this is little brother Jace. Bro Shot, how you doing?
Doing well. Got the full internet back up, so won't have to see the Madonna head swirls on this, so it should be fun. Of course, the other ones might have been fun too for everybody else to laugh at me, but who knows?
The vertigo was real. But you're back in your normal studio, which is good to see.
Normal abode.
Yes. Outstanding. We've got a lot to talk about here. Due to my slowness, Chief will be coming, but working on it. But a lot of stuff to say.
Just a bit.
80s kid from the 90s. What's going on, man?
What's going on, 80s?
David Thanos says, finally, good Wi-Fi.
Yes, the Wi-Fi is back up to whatever the heck it is these days.
Is Chief watching Echo? You know, I really need him to watch Daredevil season 3 before he does anything else. I mean, Echo's fine. I mean, it kills the time, but I really need him to get on Daredevil 3 now. I mean, for reasons of which we'll get into tonight.
Yeah.
Afton Child.
Going on?
Snake Eyes. Hello. Hello there. James Green. Hello, my good people. What's up, Jeffrey and Jace? What's up, man?
What's going on, guy?
Jalen Parks. The crew is in full effect. I thought she was banned for a sec. Nah, I was slow. I mean, some days the work day is just crushing and just brutal. And I need a second to get ready for the show, which basically is I need to lay down and take a nap. So I got a little late start to getting everything set up, send the invitations late to everybody. So Chief should be here imminently. Maybe he's walking the dogs. He'll be. No ban.
I tried. I really did try, but it didn't.
Jace is ahead in the ban list anyway.
Woo!
Percy Jackson is awesome. That's awesome. Glad to hear it.
Okay.
Haven't gotten around to it, have you?
No, I'm still not. As I was using Disney Plus today, I was watching season 2 of Daredevil, and again, remembering how good that was, and very much, I'm
where are you now on it?
For anybody who hasn't seen, I'm after Kingpin gets revealed. I'm on that next episode, so that's my work day tomorrow. It's like okay.
From where he is, yes.
Yeah,
that was good stuff. John.
I mean, that's especially talking about Chief not watching season 3 of Daredevil. It's you got to catch that one. Just it goes. I'm trying to think. Is it after Defenders?
No, that's before.
Okay.
And speaking of, here he is. This is Mr. Chief. Mr. Chief, not Mr. Cheeks. This is Mr. Chief in the building.
Good afternoon. Good evening, guys. Good evening. How you doing?
I'm great, man. How are you?
All right.
I'm not too bad, man. Hey,
Jace.
Jay.
Pretty happy today.
I'm cool, man. I'm really good. Yeah. I just want to say hi to Jace.
Your dog is also saying hi to me too.
Yeah. Well, let me tell you. I was outside the house. I said, man, Jace must be really mad. I was right outside his house today. He didn't even come out and holler at me. I said, directly outside the house. Now,
I mean, he really was. I actually had so much work I could not.
I said, my man didn't even step out the house and was like, "Hey, what's up?" I said, "Man, I gotta leave him alone on the podcast if we're gonna be like this." Man, out the house
is actually one of those days. I went. You know me. I usually throw out a random meme. It was okay. I got one meme. I gotta go back to work. That's all I had.
I appreciate it. Parks, man. What's up, Green? What's going on? Yeah, man. I said my man didn't even step out the house. You know what I mean?
Needed to kick his Wi-Fi box.
Hey, man, listen. You got to stand by a man who doesn't give into, he's going to let you know how he feels, and he doesn't give into the product placement.
Pretty solid looking coat, though. Use one of those.
I mean, an 8-ounce can actually has more carbonation these days anyway. So
we need some sponsors.
I'm very, very disgusted. McDonald's actually had an article talking about why their carbonated Coke is the best, and I'm like, yeah, because I can't trust so many other places with their Coke these days.
Hey, I mean, any of the machines that have the dedicated Coke thing that has all the drinks. That's the super carbonation.
Oh, you like when you go to the movie theaters,
Movies
got like 40 different Cokes.
Yeah,
Coke with orange, Coke with vanilla, Coke with. I'm like, man, I ain't even like where all these Coke combinations come from. Strawberry Coke.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's crazy.
Yeah, you can get good and creative over there, so it's okay.
You know what I mean? But I'm really glad to see you guys, man. It's wonderful. It's Wednesday, bro. We're back all together. The gang's all here. It is Wednesday, man. And Wednesday is my special day of the week because for me, it's only 2 days left of work.
I like how special for you.
Hey, man, listen. That's the only thing I think about when I get up in the morning is Wednesday and Friday night.
Because you just got paid?
No, I'm done for the week. Some weeks I'm like, you could have kept that money. Just you know what I mean? I didn't want to be in here. So yeah. So it is love, man. I'm back. I got my guy. He's letting me know that I stepped away too early and I didn't play with him. So he's a little upset about that. He's letting us all know. And yeah.
Well, David Thanos had a question for you.
No, not. Look, man. Hey, Thanos, man. This is the problem, man. When he did the review for it, he was like, the fight scene, episode 1, and then that's all it really was. And I'm like, for me,
I said the first 3 episodes were solid.
Yeah, but you really harped on the fight scene, episode 1, and you said, that's not really, I've been watching Zorro. You know what I mean? And I don't know why, but I've been watching.
Like the 2 movies of Zorro?
Zorro, like there's a new Amazon Zorro thing.
Oh, okay. I had not known about this.
So I've been watching Zorro. So
okay, that's good to know.
Yeah. He's out there. He's fighting crime. You know what I mean? He's doing his thing. He's got the mask, tornado. They're riding through the night. So
I think that's an old term interpretation. What I really like to see is a more representative version of Zorro.
Shut up, Jeff. Just shut up. It's your podcast, and I'm literally can't. I would like to cancel you in your own podcast for your ridiculousness. Go, get out of here.
I'm all set for the pitch meeting. That's a great idea. Yeah. David Thanos says something I forgot to mention about Echo. That young lady, Alon Cox, I believe is her name. Alakwa. I'm sure I'm saying that wrong just because I'm trying so hard to say it right. Yeah, she is doing for her people what Chadwick did for his community. Well, that's cool. Yeah, that no joke is the real benefit to having different people represented on screen. And I think outside episode 5, I thought they did a pretty good job of it. And I thought episode 5, they kind of dropped the ball, but I think she's really cool. And she seems like she can do all the physical stuff, which makes it even cooler. But yeah, I just need some tighter writing for her character, like what the heck they're trying to do with her, because do some wild stuff. And 80s, yeah, we did see the Bad Batch trailer. For anybody who didn't see it, I'm not posting it because I don't want to spoil it. But yeah, it would look solid. I'm not the biggest Bad Batch fan. I think they took a weird turn for me with season 1. I was like, what? This isn't the show I wanted.
You mean episode 1, not season 1. No, let me help you clarify that. Instead of actually giving you a prequel of what Bad Batch makes them cool, we're gonna just drop in Omega.
Yeah, anytime you throw in a kid that early, it's just not working for me. Yeah. Ryan says, Ryan Daly, what's going on? Jim Harbaugh is head coach of the Chargers now. Volunteering to play Mahomes twice every year might be dummy of the week worthy. I mean, Brandon Staley always had them like a touchdown within losing. Every time they played the Chiefs, it felt like. So maybe with Harbaugh, an actual real coach, they can actually beat them. Because I feel like they should have more than enough talent. And I'm so glad that he's going to the AFC. Sorry, bro shot. But yeah.
Yeah, I'm not happy about it.
Maybe Herbert can take the next step. Seemed like he got frozen in mediocrity these last couple of seasons.
Well, I mean, they're going to go through a little bit of salary cap hell, but
it's okay.
The good, I mean, their core should be pretty good. And yeah, that's gonna be a problem. I don't like that at all. Yeah.
Zorro's not Spanish though, or Latino, so that might.
What is he? What is he?
Zorro's white in this joint. He's a white man. Or I mean,
they got my pitch. They got my pitch.
Listen, and I think the dude's name is like Miguel something, but he might be Latino. But even on the show, they call him a white guy. They're like, you let the new Zorro be white, and so yeah, so but you know, it is what it is.
Interesting. All right.
Wait a second. His name is Gonzalo Ramirez, Chief.
Yeah, that's what I said. But when you watch the show, they identify him on the show as a white guy.
Oh, okay. So that's almost part of the secret identity.
Yeah, maybe just
okay. All right. Yeah.
Probably like, yeah.
I mean, he looks. He doesn't look Latino. He does look white. So
that's the whole thing. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right, let's get in on some of this stuff to talk about. Let's see here. Fun fact, says Ryan. There's a chapter in the original Zorro novel where Zorro tries to recruit the other noblemen into a league to fight for justice and refers to them as Avengers. That's cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
Stan Lee.
I said I gotta get back into reading. I got my Amazon e-reader.
And you're really fighting hard for sponsors tonight, and I love it. Amazon reader ready because I'm drinking my Coca-Cola.
That's not
80s Kid is not going to be sponsored by Burger King. I ordered a Whopper and fries. Instead, I was given cold food. That sucks.
But was the cold food a Whopper and fries?
Huh?
So I said, but was the cold food Whopper and fries? At least they got it. If you got Whopper and fries, they did 50% of it right. Right there. Warm and keeping it warm is the other 50%. But did they give you the Whopper and fries? You might have just got all fries. You never know. You know.
All right. Let's see. Don Diego de la Vega is the secret identity of Zorro. So, yeah, they had Douglas Fairbanks and Noah Beanie play him, but Zorro was all along Latino guy. So it's always wild when they do stuff like that, David.
Okay.
What does Chief think of Percy Jackson? Oh, that's right. Have you been catching up?
Percy Jackson. It's okay, man. It's
man. That's a cold Burger King Whopper endorsement.
No, it's not bad. Listen, it's not bad. It's better than what I thought it was because I thought it was the way it first started out. I thought it was going to be step for step in line with the original Percy Jackson, the one we know with the Dario. Is that her name? The Dario?
Alexandria Daddario.
Yeah, so I thought it was going to be step for step, but then they did the St. Louis arc. That wasn't in the original one. So they've taken different steps to change it. You know what I mean? Like I think there was a train scene. I don't remember a train scene in the original one. So they took different steps to change it up, which I appreciated. I didn't want to see the same movie step by step twice. So I mean, like I said, it's been decent. I give you that.
Was Suzanne Summers in it for a time?
I don't think Suzanne Summers in anything.
I said, was she in it for a time? Make sure to say that properly.
Oh, no.
I don't know if you're catching your own reference. Anyway.
Oh,
Step by Step. Remember that show, Step by Step?
Oh no, I didn't never watch Step by
Step. It was during ABC Friday night. You know, when you don't have much going on, you watch sitcoms on ABC at Friday night.
Oh.
Ryan Daly says, my ideal casting for Zorro, Scarlett Johansson. Classic. That's just never, ever gonna get old. Just quality, Ryan. Stay quality. All right, so anyhow, Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom, for those of you like Chief who didn't see it, is coming to stream. No, it's now available on digital. And in case you guys are curious about how it's performing at the box office, right now it's $400 million worldwide. So it's not bad. I mean, considering it's dead on arrival status, it was coming on shore dead. And it's made more money than the other films. So that's pretty impressive for them.
Okay.
Not too bad.
I mean, if you were Jason Momoa's agent, you would definitely sell that to the next company, saying, "Hey, this movie was dead. You've seen the performance of all these other shows and all these other films, but Jason Momoa, although the hardcore audience didn't come out, his star power still got you $400 million.
My man.
That's not bad.
400 million is still good.
Yes. I mean, especially given the circumstance. I just can't imagine people were lining up to see it. And, to pull it off, especially in December where it was like, yeah, whatever. That's not bad for him.
I can't wait to order mine from Amazon.
What did you say?
I said I can't wait to order it from Amazon or my nearest streaming service.
I'm going to watch it on Max. So I'm going to be.
Oh, man, I can't wait.
That's how I'll be watching it. Marvels will be streaming on Disney Plus, I assume, on February 7th. Right now, you can watch it on Google Play and rent it. So if you've missed out on that, you can catch both of those movies next month. So that's exciting. I can tell by Chief's expression, you're looking forward to seeing both of those films.
I'm on it February 7th. I will be no other place than right there in front of the TV watching Marvels, man. Can't wait. I'm excited.
I mean, 7 days before Valentine's Day, you can feel the love from Marvel Studios.
Yes.
I can't believe it. Oh.
It's just such a liar. All right. And exciting news that only people who watch this certain season of the show are going to be excited about. Jace, Wilson Bethel will be returning for Daredevil Born Again as Bullseye.
Oh, man. That's exciting.
And he's going to be on for 3 episodes. So it's not going to be a one-off. He's going to be there for a couple, probably a little arc. That's
a good arc. That's a good arc for Bullseye.
Yeah.
You know what? You're a hater, but you're a hater because you haven't watched season 3 of Daredevil. I'm trying to push you into this.
Man, that's a good arc for Bullseye.
You don't even know what the arc is.
The arc that's coming on. 3 episode arc.
Such a hater. But anyway, for those of you who have seen it, yeah, I'm very excited that they're literally not acting like they're starting Daredevil all over again, bringing back Foggy, Karen. They'll be back in there. No idea on how long they're going to be in the series for this season, but they are going to be back, so that's cool. 80s Kid says, I'm still excited about MCU, even though it's not in the best shape. David Thanos says, can't wait to see Bullseye. I really liked him. I hope they also bring Elektra, only if she's played by Jennifer Garner.
Right. Yes.
Nah, the Elektra, as you can attest on season 2 of Daredevil, which you did see, was great. And I guess she's doing that cleaning woman show still on Fox. So
it's still on.
Is he? Gosh.
And I hope they have that playground scene, the seesaws. Oh man, that was awesome.
That was not good.
Oh man, that was great.
Yeah. Nobody's gonna see a blind man on a seesaw.
Man, that was great.
Yeah, no.
I'm gonna need you to walk out and bring back the real Chief. That's what I need you to do, okay?
Listen, I'm
overly optimistic.
He's full of love today.
Yeah, he
I'm
is.
just trying to enjoy my my Wednesday with you guys. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Yeah. Only thing better than that was which one was where they were playing basketball. They started playing basketball. The fighting turned into a basketball scene. And they started. It was, and I'm probably after this podcast is over, I'll be asleep and I'll wake up in the middle of the night and be like, yes, that was it. And
I can't remember that one.
Yeah.
Take it out of my memory. And I haven't started watching Reacher. I have not watched episode 1. I have gone farther with Jack Ryan. I'm rolling.
Is it done? Reacher, they sent the last episodes?
Yes. This season is done.
Oh.
They've announced it's getting season 3, so no worries on that end. James Green says, hey, Jeff, what's up with Disney and Deadpool? Are they trying to dumb it down? I don't know. I mean, they wrapped shooting on Deadpool, and it seems like from the random stills that I've seen, and I'm really not trying to get too much information. I don't want to know much about what's going to happen. It seems like Ryan Reynolds is able to do whatever the heck he needs to do for it. I mean, I almost feel like Deadpool doesn't have to be like bloody gory to get the point across. I almost feel like they could tell the story a little bit better without leaning so hard on, hey, this is Deadpool, it's John Wick. Maybe they'd just be a little bit more creative. I think they could do it with him. He's a character. You can still convey everything with him that you need to without going, let's just curse every 5 minutes and do wild stuff. I think for that it would be better. I like Deadpool too, but I felt like at times it was getting a little bit wilder. What did you all think?
I like Deadpool too. I mean, it's the the parachute scene.
Parachute scene was terrible.
That trigger had me crying, bro. he was just watching everybody come down, and they were just dying in spectacular ways. The one girl, the lucky girl, she's just landing right there. She was like, "I'm in."
Yeah.
Domino. It was cool, man. Even that's the kind of day I'm having. My man with the helmet, big dude, strong.
Juggernaut?
The Juggernaut. Even though the Juggernaut was not how I remember him, he was a little underpowered from our Marvel days, comic book days. It was still a decent CGI of him. I mean,
he was better than the X-Men 3.
Bro, hold on. Don't mention that, Jace.
I'm sorry.
I don't even know. I mean, where are you going right now? You asking me where I am?
I'm sorry.
Where was he? That just threw me off. Now I feel ill. Was Vinny Johnson? Vinny something? I don't know.
Wait. I'm sorry. I have to interrupt you, Chief, because I don't know what happened. The time space continuum, because we were talking about Deadpool, got just thrown out of whack, and apparently we've lost 6 months because joining us again for a second consecutive week, it's Javon King, aka Detective Jack Cates. What's happening?
What is good?
What is
amigos? What is going on? It's the multiverse. That's all.
Okay. It must be. And this is the Jack Cates variant of Javon. Okay, got it.
Is it really him?
Now it all makes sense. Go ahead, Chief. I'm sorry. I was just so like, whoa, wait, there's another window popping.
I mean, you surprised. What is this about?
Oh man.
What is this about?
80s Kid says Deadpool can be a PG-13 character. He can, and I don't feel like they have to go hard R. But I mean, PG-13's gotten real liberal over the years. I mean, from back when they introduced it, you knew how far they were going to push it. But now it's like as close to it as possible.
Yeah, before you could get one. Now you can. It used to be you could get one F-bomb out, and as long as you didn't have too much gore, you were safe. Now that scale has gone up. As long as you're not going too many Fs and just super John Wick style, I think you could pull a PG-13 Deadpool. But I don't want them to. I kind of want them to go straight up Deadpool. You don't have to have the flight scene where you kill all of X-Force off in 5 seconds. But you can have another. It's Dog Day. Man. Jeff, we didn't know.
Bring your dog. Bring your dog.
Bring your dog to work day.
Listen, you know what I mean? If we got children, I'm sure our children will be running in and out at some point in time.
I would have locked the door, Chief.
Really?
Daddy shooting.
Business
Cable Pano says, can't wait to see Cable. He's vastly underrated. I mean, I don't know how underrated he is, but I thought Josh Brolin did a good job.
Josh Brolin was actually too small for that role for me. Cable usually comes as this big hulking dude, not just.
That's because Rob Liefeld drew him that way. Everybody else is drawn him like a regular dude,
like a soldier. Okay.
Pete, walk away. Just walk away. What about X-Force? Nope, no X-Force. It's been a while since I watched that 80s, so I don't remember all the dialogue. David Thanos says,
okay. You pulled that back up.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, you repeated, so that's what happened.
Oh, okay.
All right. So you guys sound like you're very excited about Deadpool. And I'm still looking through this calendar, and there's not a lot of stuff that has me going, oh man, this is so amazing and so exciting. But it does have me excited. All the tears and all the the hand wringing about the Oscar nominations because stopped caring. So it's just really interesting hearing all the outrage, the upset folks about the different Oscar nominations. Fellas, I know all three of you were very intently paying attention as the nominations were revealed.
Oh,
Hey, yo, I was looking at that trailer. I was trying not to listen, yo. Jesus Christ.
Thanos, well, why don't you start the GoFundMe? It's on your shoulders now.
Oh, man.
It's all on you now. You got the juice now, homie.
The Oscars is once again reminds you every time they release something, they come out with the awards. It reminds you why no one wants to watch these award shows. It's pat themselves on the back of the movies that no one wants to see. They do not fund the movie business, and they do not. I mean, they don't have. I mean, their biggest movie of the year, they decided to, hey, let's not put this again in the best picture. Let's not put the director in the best director. Let's almost prove the point of the movie by nominating the dude for best supporting actor instead of the woman who actually is the actual star of the movie. So
my favorite part was the fact that, you know, this was Sylvester Stallone getting nominated for best supporting actor for Creed, and nobody else. It was like, yes, Pepperidge Farms remembers. And I remembered that. I was like, yeah, this is very, very fun and interesting. So let me run through some of these. I'm not going to go over all of them because it's, whatever. Yeah. Best Picture, American Fiction. That should win. It's not going to. Anatomy of a Fall, Barbie, The Holdovers, Killers of the Flower Moon, Maestro. Can I please get my Oscar nominations? Oppenheimer, Past Lives, Poor Things, The Zone of Interest. So, of those movies that you all have seen, all of them, what are you most excited about? Okay. And what should win?
Have you seen more than 4 of those movies? That should be the question.
He's seen them all. But the regular people have. Anyways, but y'all, every year, man, we've been doing this thing for what, 4 or 5 years now. Every year, you guys come on. You're angry at the Oscars.
I'm not angry.
I don't watch, but you're always like, damn. It's like nobody watches these garbage movies. It's a bunch of stuffy people who probably don't get out the house. None of these movies. I remember what was the last time an Oscar? It was for a sign. What was this? A sign in the middle of a town? What's the name of that thing?
Billboards over something. Billboards over some town.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like something somebody never saw, man, and we were just like, what? What is this? So every year they're going to nominate something that no one saw, no one cares about. It's the Oscars suck. They suck, man.
That was a Frances McDormand movie, and she got 2 nominations for 2 movies that nobody saw.
How many people saw 3 Billboards?
It was
Billboards over who gives a shit.
That's what I'm saying. Like, nobody saw these movies. Nobody cares about these movies, man.
David says Oscars are whack. The best movie is always a movie that should have been straight to DVD.
The funny thing is, even if it was straight to DVD, no one would still watch it. That's one of those things when you see whatever, like she said, the last movie that was on best picture on your Netflix queue, you're still going, yeah, I'm not watching that on Friday night. I'm not watching that on a Sunday night. I'm not watching that on a Tuesday night at 10 o'clock when I need something to fall asleep to. None of the movies that drive the box office, that once again save the box office, are, we'll give one of you a token nominee, the other one, which probably should win, so we can actually say we actually have a blockbuster nomination that may bring people to watch the Oscars. Hint, it's actually not Barbie that's going to win. But
okay.
This movie should be a movie people go see.
I feel like I just pulled up the last decade of Oscar winners, and I feel like you all have seen more than you think. even though we could probably argue that there's films that should have won, and I'm not going to go through those, but I just want to run through the Best Picture Oscar winners. So last year was Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. I like that.
Okay, so
Coda was number one, or it was 2022. No Man Land from Frances McDormand again, 2021. Parasite, which I really liked, was 2020. Green Book, 2019. That's pretty solid. Shape of Water, 2018. It was fine. I don't think it should have won. Moonlight, 2017. Spotlight, 2016. Birdman, 2015. 12 Years a Slave. Argo, 2013. The Artist, 2012. Sketch on that one. Hurt Locker, 2010. King's Speech. And let me see. Something weird about that. Oh, King's Speech was 2010 as well. Slumdog Millionaire, 2009. No Country for Old Men, 2008. Departed, 2007. Crash, Departed.
But so 987 was worthy.
Yeah.
That's the
Each
only
one
one
of those movies I would watch again.
I don't even want to tell you what I think of Green Book because we're gonna get Law's movie file shut down. So I don't even want to tell you what I think of that. Okay. You know what I mean?
All right. Here's the other thing. During one of those years, Avengers Endgame came out, correct? You don't have to tell me again. You tell me you have the biggest movie in your history of your industry, and nah, it doesn't deserve.
I'm not going to tell you what year that was.
Again, so I mean, just the idea.
That was your chief favorite movie.
Return of the King won Best Picture, swept everything. But Marvel, oh, that's just not our fare. It saved our whole box office because soon COVID will come and then we'll be complaining about you guys not coming to the movies. But we'll give you
She convinced me. I'm going to go back to the movies.
The Everything, Everywhere, All at Once, right? That's with Michelle Yeoh.
Yeah.
I saw that movie. That's when she was going through time and
it was fun. It
was okay.
Yeah, it was okay,
bro. I only watched the movie one time, and I never wanted to watch it again.
Okay.
And this is what I'm saying. Like an Oscar movie to me is a movie that you want to see more than one time.
No. Yeah. An Oscar movie is a celebrated piece of art that should only be watched once. And then once you watch it that one time, you will think of how awesome and spectacular the movie was. Of course, in the trailers, we're going to use the movies that you actually watched multiple times and actually want to see. But, for our movies.
All right. For fun, I went to Wikipedia because I'm like, well, maybe this is a recent thing. And I'm just going to go through the 90s because I feel like every Best Picture, except for like 1 year, a better movie was nominated as well. All right, so let's see here. In 90, I feel like you guys are going to jump all over this. So I'll go with the runners up. Well, I'll go with the ones that are least deserving, in my opinion. All right, so we have Awakenings. It's fine. Ghost, popular movie. And then we run into some problems because Godfather Part 3 and Goodfellas were also nominated, and the winner was Dances with Wolves.
Kevin Costner was unbeatable at some point. He was like,
he was the end boss. He was the final boss.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I can understand not saying anything for Godfather Part 3, but Goodfellas that's Martin's movie. So that's his movie. That was wild. Yeah. All right, so 91.
Did Glory win? I'm sorry. Glory came out in 90.
Glory was not nominated, sir.
Wow. What was you thinking?
Wow. Calm down. Okay, you don't matter. All right.
I just want to know if it was nominated.
Wow. We have Beauty and the Beast, Bugsy, JFK, The Prince of Tides, The Silence of the Lambs. So I think that one, Silence of the Lambs, was the winner and the best picture.
Okay.
All right. And I think for 92, that's also the same thing. So we have Sin of a Woman, Howard Zinn, A Few Good Men, The Crying Game, and Unforgiven, which for sure is right away now.
Yeah, okay.
A Few Good Men should be second.
Huh?
What won that year?
Unforgiven.
That's acceptable.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
All right, so 93, we've got The Remains
Thank
of
you,
the
Clint.
Day, The Piano, In the Name of the Father, Schindler's List won. I like The Fugitive more, but I understand why Schindler's List won.
Yeah. Was Malcolm X nominated?
No, sir. You don't matter
There you
yet.
go again.
Come on. 2020? I didn't
Maybe
say
you
that.
don't understand.
That's a
No.
Sorry.
Yeah. Does
Sorry, I
Denzel
forgot.
get an Oscar nom? No. Okay, get
I feel
on.
like you're gonna be waiting a long time.
Neither
On
did
that. All right,
Angela.
let me see.
Neither did Angela Bassett, who played.
We weren't invited to the Oscars until just recently.
Yeah,
So-
settle that talk down. Clint Dean also didn't like Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah, heck no.
Just didn't understand.
Right.
I think what it was, and this is probably something, if you've been watching a lot of boring, dull movies, you probably appreciate it a little bit more. But if you're watching movies that you want to see, it might be like whatever. I mean, that's whatever. But gosh, in a sea of Oscar drivel, that was like, oh, thank you. Somebody's doing something different.
Yeah, Joe. And if you went upstairs real quick and stayed up there for 5 minutes to cook you some popcorn, you was lost when you came back. It was just like so much trickery and foolery. You was like, yo, what's going on?
That was definitely a movie you do not start texting randomly,
Nope.
start scrolling.
You gotta focus in.
All right, let's keep going. This is fun.
Okay.
All right. So 94. Yeah, boy. Yeah, I have some. I mean, I'm not hating on the winner, but I feel like there's two others that probably could have won, or at least a tie. So we have Quiz Show, 4 Weddings and a Funeral. Then it gets tricky because we got Pulp Fiction, we got Shawshank Redemption, which I just don't know how it doesn't win. And the winner is Forrest Gump, which is a good movie, but Shawshank is
Pulp Fiction is a classic.
Great movie. I mean, yeah, it's just like, yeesh. That one's
I'll tell you my Quentin
didn't
Tarantino story, right?
Hold on.
No.
Say it.
My Quentin Tarantino story?
Nah.
So it's the mid-90s. I used to go upstate New York to a town called Phoenicia. And when I say this town has one street light, when you go to the store, it's called the General Store. It's in the middle of I'm serious, bro. It's in the middle of the campus, the Catskill Mountains, by a river called the Esopus River, where people tube down, right?
Nice.
So I'm going into the pharmacy / comic book store / you know what I mean? It was just, so I'm walking out, and like I said, Phoenicia is a speck of dust on the earth. And I look to my left, and I see a black Benz wagon. So I look over, I'm like, man, that's nice. And then 2 people are coming across the street towards it. One was Quentin Tarantino, and the other was Uma Thurman. They got into that black Benz wagon, and they drove on out of there, man. And I was like, what the hell? Like, they were like 10 feet from me, bro. In the middle of Phoenicia, New York, man. It was the craziest thing, because I'm looking at him like, and I'm not one of those dudes like, oh my God, it's Quentin. I'm just like, oh. I didn't even speak to him. I just looked and was like, hey, Quentin Tarantino. And he just got into the car, and him and her drove off. So that's my Quentin Tarantino story. But yeah, middle of Phoenicia, right during the time of that Pulp Fiction time, which I wouldn't have been mad at that one.
Yeah.
Shawshank one. And the Forrest Gump was good too. So, I mean, I'm not going to fight them all. But yeah, that was a good movie, yeah.
Yeah, they did ties. That's another strong tie suggestion. And Ryan says Quiz Show is better than Forrest Gump too. I mean, that was a tough year.
It is.
I feel like they chose the wrong one.
They did. They really did.
Yeah. Let's say out of those 3, out of those, Tom Hanks, you're at that point, Tom wasn't. You weren't. It was pretty much his start to his ascent. I don't think you had a chance.
I feel like he could have waited because those other movies were. Shawshank is just. It's like the #1 list on so many best film ever lists. Yeah. Just wild.
It's a masterclass movie.
Yeah.
It really is. Mm-hmm. It's one of those movies that when you're doing, like you said, Jeff, you're doing your top 100 films, Shawshank is going to be somewhere in from 20 to #1.
Yeah.
And the fact that it didn't win an Oscar, and the movie that comes on VH1, calm down. The fact that Forrest Gump is on VH1 every weekend, and it's a filler movie. It's a decent movie, but I'm not putting that against Shawshank or Pulp Fiction or the Quiz Show. I'm not doing it.
Yeah,
I didn't see the Quiz Show.
It's funny because it's like that's one where it seems like they went with a popular movie as opposed to the best movie. So Ryan's like, nah, man, it was Tom had already gotten his shine. He didn't need it back to back. I did not hear the rumor of Hayden Christensen playing Shadow Snake Eyes. I did not see that. I looked it up and didn't see anything on it. 95. I think Chief is gonna love this one. Sense and Sensibility, The Postman, Babe, Apollo 13, and the winner was Braveheart, which should have won.
Yeah.
Although there could be an argument for Apollo 13. That was pretty well done too. Do you guys agree, disagree?
No. Braveheart, Before we knew about Mel Gibson, that was a great movie.
What about Casino?
And I never saw Braveheart, and now that I know about Mel Gibson, I'm glad I didn't.
Chamberlain says Forrest Gump is good, but I've always thought it was overhyped. Pulp Fiction and Shawshank were probably
Pulp Fiction is probably my top 5, top 6 movies. It's in that. Pulp Fiction was just, I mean, I quote that almost daily.
That's pride. Apollo 13 was good. Yeah, it was solid. Not hating on that one. All right, let's see. Where are we now?
96.
96.
Oh. Jeff, I know it's not our night for it. You know what? I jumped up out my seat and I was like, damn, do I have pants on? But I do.
I'm so glad you did. Nice.
Here we go.
Do you just have him?
No, I've got Butch too.
Nice.
So yeah, I mean, tell me about Pulp Fiction.
You're all in Pulp Fiction. That's nice.
Yeah.
All right, let's see here. Maybe we should do that soon. 96. Thank you. All right, so we got Shine, Secrets and Lies, Fargo, and what should have probably been the winner, Jerry Maguire. It lost to The English Patient.
Who saw The English Patient? I mean, we all saw Jerry Maguire. Who saw The English? Which one of y'all saw The English Patient?
And another one where you go super quotable, you had me at hello, or show me the money. Nobody quotes The English Patient. They don't show that in the Oscar highlights of our favorite films over the past 30, 40 years. We never see that.
I mean, I think just hearing this list, I'm thinking that the Oscars is very much like the Grammys, because they will, if there's a chance to get the actual right vote, they will go in the completely wrong direction. Hey, this is the generational song. But we like this album better. No one will ever remember this song, this album. But no. It's our industry darling. It's gonna be great. But 5 years, I mean, this should be the requirement. If you don't think you will watch this movie in 5 years, it is not allowed to be on this vote. Do not vote for this movie.
The English, I'm still tripping off of that.
Yeah, Ryan says nobody saw and or like English Patient. It's a running joke.
Did not see that.
Elaine Bennis did not like the movie. Yes, 80s. She did not. And that was a really funny episode. David Thanos, Jackie Brown was good.
Huh?
Jackie Brown was cool.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's cooler than The English Patient, I'm sure.
It was. And the funny thing was, in that movie, Pam Grier did not get nominated, but her co-star, Robert Forster, did. Let's see, 97 now. Yeah, I'm not going with the winner on this one either. Okay. This was The Full Monty, As Good as It Gets, Good Will Hunting, LA Confidential, and this was the time when they caved to the biggest blockbuster, Titanic.
Yeah, I do. Because again, it should be the actual. Hey, whatever the highest grossing should win Best Picture. Because
it shouldn't. It should be in the mix. It should be right there, and you can still argue that Titanic has more impact.
Yeah, I mean, I
think agree with this one. Jackie Brown better than Pulp Fiction. I know she's
wilding out right now, Ryan. maybe if Jackie Brown, but I tell you what,
that's a hot
absolutely
take.
Not, bro. Absolutely
that's
not.
A hot take. I'm expecting Stephen A to be screaming that one.
You know what I mean?
Now what is going on? Is Charlie Brown way
Man,
better?
look, he floating around the room sniffing the voodoo powder like my man in Modern Problems. Chase. Yeah. I'm gonna tell you what, man.
Hey,
Nah,
Chamberlain, you gotta
absolutely
stop,
not.
Chamberlain was great. That was great.
Oh man! All right.
Oh my god, that
Damn,
was my
you see
favorite
where she
part
speaks
too,
English
man.
to the dude? That's the patient.
Classic.
Good Will Hunting was really good.
Yeah.
Good Will Hunting was fun.
Good Will Hunting was good. Good
Yeah.
Will Hunting was good.
Snake Eyes, I like Titanic.
Yeah.
Good.
I got a quick Titanic story, right? So I was dating this girl.
Of
Jace,
course
you
you
remember? Of course
Again,
I
that's the
was.
only reason any of us watched Titanic.
That's the only reason. So
I didn't
man,
watch it because I was selling that in a video store, so that's why I watched that movie. So go ahead, bro.
Look, the story said by Javon is not necessarily supported by the
represent the
Lounge
views or the opinions of the Lounge Movie Files staff, crew,
Yeah,
or
disclaimer
affiliates.
probably needs to be put in here for this.
Yeah. You're in the 18. Please leave the room now.
This is trying to be PG-13, okay?
You do not want a Javon story if you're not old enough.
If you're not old enough, this is going to be PG. So it gets to that point in Titanic where the boat's sinking, the ship is sinking, and remember it's going like nose down into the water. And remember the people who were holding on were falling and going plink off the railing.
Mm-hmm.
I laughed in the middle of the theater, and you should have seen the mortified faces of people. Like people were crying and whatnot. And one lady looks back and says, "This was a real event." I said, "Yeah, because Jack and Rose left the blue diamond out in the." Shut up, lady. It's a movie. It's hilarious. Did you see it just go plink? That just sent me, man. That was hilarious. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Jamie. What's up with the spoilers, Javon? Come on.
I'm sorry. Nobody's seen this. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys.
That Blockbuster video in 10,000 movies. Yeah, man, I kind of sort of miss them. An 80s kid. The video stores. Back when we had Blockbuster. I miss Errol's personally. At beef with Blockbuster. All right, 98.
Okay.
This is the most tragic Oscar award. Thin Red Line, Life is Beautiful, Elizabeth. The winner, Shakespeare in Love, and the real winner, Saving Private Ryan. Again, I do not understand how they let that envelope. They should have tackled it when they had the envelope that said Shakespeare in Love over Saving Private Ryan.
Shakespeare.
Whoever read it should have done an audible. It should have been like Ditzy, Warren Beatty.
Who saw Shakespeare in Love, bro?
No. Yeah.
Who out there saw Shakespeare in Love? I just need
show of hands.
Right, two hands said they saw it, and not only saw it but loved it, and they watch it often because it is an Oscar winner.
I mean, if you just think about that, I don't know where you can watch Shakespeare in Love. Anyway, again, we have all the video channels. You don't say, "Hey, you know what? I never saw Shakespeare in Love. Let me go check that one out."
Shakespeare in Love, bro.
I watch Howard the Duck on a 10-hour.
You're saying that like an insult, but I would actually prefer to watch Howard the Duck because I like that movie.
Filthy. Yeah.
James says, I honestly tried after hearing it was good. No, try it. Did you finish?
Okay.
My God, man.
And how many times have you watched Saving Private Ryan? I imagine quite a bit.
That movie was awesome.
Oh,
I mean, Tom Sizemore was my guy. He's one of great, man. I hated the fact when this dude died, man. I was like, that's my guy, man. I love just about every Tom Sizemore movie. The Relic, Saving Private Ryan. That's my guy, man.
He played his role well in all of
Yes, he did.
Mm-hmm.
Rest in peace, man.
He probably won. He won something, right, for that one? That was his. Oh,
probably not.
And then 99, another one where I'm just like, why? But I feel like this one's gonna get some support from y'all. All right, so 99. Sorry, not 90. The Insider, The Green Mile, The Cider House Rules, The Sixth Sense, and the winner, American Beauty.
Oh, I like American Beauty.
Man,
American Beauty was good. I mean, The Sixth Sense was good. And what was the other one? The third one that was good?
Cider House Rules? Or the
No,
Green
sir. No, sir.
Mile? Make sure
that movie was about abortions, wasn't it?
I couldn't tell you.
Yeah.
What was the one after Cider House?
You got to see Charlize
Insider.
Theron's can in that one.
Nah, you said something. It was three of them that was decent. Cider House.
All right. It was American Beauty, Cider House Rules, The Green Mile, The Inside,
Green Mile.
Sixth Sense. Oh, okay.
Green Mile.
Okay.
That was decent.
Okay.
David Thanos loved Private Ryan and had a lot of good young actors. Yeah.
Yeah,
Some
it did.
still carrying franchises. All about family. Ryan Daly. Marvel's The Eternals.
Hey, Ryan, go ahead.
Hey, bro, trolling us bad.
Okay,
Man.
disclaimer.
He's trolling us bad, man.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. That's beautiful.
Quality start. All right. This was so much fun. Let's keep it going. All right. Let's go to 2000.
Might as well.
Just to see how often the popular movie wins. All right. So for 2000, we get Traffic. We got Aaron Brockovich. Chuckle Up. Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. And the winner, Gladiator. I think it's tough, but I think Gladiator should have won. Where y'all with that one?
I mean, Gladiator was cool. Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon was good. Really good, actually. If you watch that on
Yes.
on 4K,
Yeah.
all those colors, man. Oh my
It's a
God.
beautiful movie to watch.
It is a beautiful movie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So is Hero.
Uh,
Razzie and the Hizzy had internet
Razzie.
issues all day. Just
Yeah,
got back
welcome to
from
my world, Blake. I got internet issues 24/7. You'll probably see my face move in the next 10 seconds. That was from an hour ago.
You can hear the dial-up connection in his background.
He did
Thanos
just load
is
up
on
his AOL disc, so he's all
Look,
good.
everybody, look, Thanos is starting to GoFundMe. Contribute $137 to be getting the decent internet connection. And look, I'm paying for Fios' top 10. This is what I'm getting.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
No way. I refuse to believe that.
He's coming through.
I have to
tomorrow.
have it when I'm working from home. This is what I'm paying for.
I was gonna say you don't
No.
have the extenders.
I got one.
Yeah, you need multiple extenders if that's the signal you're getting.
Yeah.
Ryan says, "Was ScarJo on Crouching Tiger? She was. She's
Yes,
right.
she was.
She's a little too young.
Woo.
Yeah.
That's got beat out.
Okay.
Some of y'all
Yeah.
are only 2 or 3 at this time.
Funny thing is, I remember that year, and there was so much Oscar buzz that Traffic's going to be the winner. Oh my gosh,
I remember that
that was
because of the
bad.
cast. They had a big ensemble, man.
I mean,
everybody was in that movie.
Devil in the Blue Dress didn't win. I wonder why.
You don't
The
matter.
Hurricane
All right,
didn't win.
2001. Here we go. Gosford Park in the bedroom. Moulin Rouge, the winner, A Beautiful Mind, and what should have won, The Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring. Thoughts?
A Beautiful
Training
Mind
Day
won?
one, right?
Yeah, Beautiful Mind won.
That was a good movie. I'm not gonna lie, man. Russell Crowe. I mean, the twist. It was a really good movie, man. It was a good movie, man.
Oh God!
You ain't liking Javon.
No, look at the caption there, dude.
Hey, Blake killed me just
Oh.
now, man. You sniped me from 100 miles away.
Hey, man, from 1,100 miles away. That man is in Miami.
Oh, Lord.
Look, he can't detect a good signal. I don't know what he's detective over there.
Oh man.
Oh,
Oh god.
tough crowd.
Hey man, the Wednesdays is wild, man.
Wilding out Wednesdays.
Hey, you've been missing Wednesdays. Wednesdays got crazy, bro. You've been gone for a minute. Welcome back. This is the new Wednesday.
This is a new Wednesday.
Oh man.
Wilding out Wednesday. All right, so we're all in agreement. Lord of the Rings should have
Lord of the Rings, and that was one of those years that made people think maybe the Oscars don't matter because that was easy best picture. It racked up everything in the box office, and they were just no, we're not going to give it anything.
Hey, why not? Let's keep this thing going here. 2002, The Pianist, The Hours, Gangs of New York, Chicago, and The Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers.
So wait, Training Day wasn't nominated for Best Picture?
You don't matter yet.
Damn, right. You really don't understand that, do you?
Who won that year?
Damn.
The winner was Chicago.
Oh, is that a musical?
Yeah.
I hate when they nominate musicals. Nobody goes to see a musical. I heard The Color Purple was a musical. Nobody goes to see a musical. I heard The Joker Part Deuce.
Yeah, I'm good.
The Deuce. Joker Part 2, The Deuce. It's going to be a musical.
Yeah.
I'm just a
that would be hilarious.
Man. Got a moose.
Okay. All right. Did anyone see Sweeney Todd? Wasn't that supposed to mean?
I like Sweeney Todd.
Yeah.
Sweeney Todd, but Johnny Depp he's an enigma. He can get away with certain things.
Yeah.
I know there's one year later on that a musical wins that I actually like. So
yeah, that was cool.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, listen.
But Richard Gere can't. He can't.
2003, we get lost in translation. Master and Command of the Far Side of the World. Mystic River, Seabiscuit, and the winner, The Return of the King.
Yeah. Okay. That was
2004.
They finally, again, it should have been a clean sweep of years for Peter Jackson, but they were, we'll give it to him, at the end.
Yeah. He's paid his dues. 2004, The Aviator, Finding Neverland, Ray, Sideways, and the winner, $1 Million Baby. I really liked Ray. Finding Neverland was better to me than $1 Million Baby, which I thought was overrated.
$1 Million Baby
was a bummer.
He's good, right?
Yeah.
That wasn't bad. That wasn't bad.
Through this hard luck, poor white trash girl goes through all of this and finds herself in something she loves only to break her neck and on a stool and die in a hospital with this old man deciding whether or not to pull the plug. That was a bummer, man.
It was a wild journey, man. But I don't know what Ray. How did that beat Ray though?
I don't know.
As you've heard Jeff say, you were barely invited here.
Well, no. He won Best Actor for that, which he should have.
Yes, because they needed to actually have one vote in the actual whole building for something that's not the usual.
That's because Jamie Foxx is a plant. He's an industry plant.
Calm down.
You don't know nobody from nowhere who just comes into the music industry and just does this.
He's such a hater.
He never saw it in living color. Yeah, okay.
Let me tell you something.
Ryan says, I was just going to watch $1 Million.
I don't believe you.
I am so sorry, Ryan. Let me tell you something. Cat Williams on drugs, and if you believe the word of half of that, you on drugs too. That little man is still mad at things that are beyond that he did to his own career. Yes. Hey, look, you can't give everybody your behinds to kiss. You're gonna have to show up to work. Number one. Number two, stop wearing these fake Dapper Dan Fendi print faux fur jackets that you bought from some hot shop out of Georgetown. You crazy little person. Didn't Cat Williams just didn't a couple years ago he got choked out by like a 8th grader or something? Why are you listening to him? Hey,
I'll never forget him just laying on the ground, the kid's arm around his neck, and he's just looking at the camera with a straight face.
Getting choked out.
Hey, bro.
The chat is merciless to J. King.
I don't give a shit. This is the most fun you're gonna have all week long. Yuck it up. Yuck it up.
This might be true for me.
It might be true. Okay.
Then we got 2005. Munich, Good Night and Good Luck, which I really like. Capote, Brokeback Mountain, and Crash.
Okay.
Eunuch and Brokeback?
Eunuch.
I'm going Good Night and
Come
Good
on,
Luck.
Jason. Laugh.
It's too late. All right. I'm going to laugh.
Eunuch.
Oh, God.
He had a man piece.
Okay.
Right.
So
You're right.
won that year?
You're right. You absolutely. This should have been the best picture. Revenge of the Sith. Darn it. Gosh, you're right. But they never put a good movie like that. Taking it up for
And the
consideration.
funny thing is, do they show Revenge of the Sith in the scroll? Yes, they do.
Of course they would. That's terrible.
Okay.
You're right.
I knew it was like when you said that year, I'm like, wait a minute,
2005 is pretty
really
bad. I
tracks.
shouldn't deep dive into what we had there. All right, let's see. Brokeback Mountain, Capote, Good Night and Good Luck, Munich, and Crash. Gosh, yeah, for real.
Chipotle and Eunuch. I didn't see either one of those.
Did Crash win that year?
Crash did win that year? Yeah, it did.
That
Yeah.
sucked. That movie sucked.
That movie sucked.
That movie, oh gosh. Yeah.
2006.
That kind of sucked.
The winner is the right one. We got The Queen, Little Miss Sunshine, Letters from Iwo Jima, Babe, and The Departed.
Departed.
Departed. Okay, go.
Nothing, Jamie.
Another crappy year.
Nothing, Jamie.
Sounds like
Well, what year was that? That's got to be a 40-year-old virgin year. I would have nominated that.
That was 2000. They don't know. Since the 70s, they do not nominate comedies for best
All right. Here's the highest grossing films of 2005. Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. I would put that one. Revenge of the Sith, Chronicles of Narnia, War of the Worlds, King Kong, Madagascar, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, Batman Begins. Oh, gosh.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, come on, bro.
Dude, all of those I would put on there.
They should have been. That should have actually been the list for Best Picture versus anything they put out there.
Gosh, that's terrible. Shakespeare in Love was a comedy. Clint Dean is loving the comedy.
Clean at home crying, laughing. All right.
Wow. Okay. That just upset me.
All right.
The 2007, I'm gonna skip through. 2008, I'm gonna skip through. Let's go to 2009 because that one, that's a really interesting one. This is when they start expanding from our normal 5, and because we've got some movies that people are enjoying, let's find a way to work them in. So, Up in the Air, Up, A Serious Man, Precious, based on the novel Push by Sapphire, Inglorious Bastards, Stop, In Education, District 9, The Blind Side, Avatar, and The Winner, The Hurt Locker.
Oh gosh.
Avatar grossed like $1 billion that year.
Yeah. I mean, it got people to the movie theaters, re-sparked the 3D market.
Hey man, you know what?
I mean, that was a easy Avatar win. That was.
Yeah, it was.
I just didn't want The Blind Side to win. That's all I cared about. Don't let that movie win. They took home a pet. Stop, Devon. Stop. He had a pet. Stop.
Stop it.
Hey, at least Javon, the truth is better than the movie.
He didn't have his seatbelt on. How did you stop him, Big Mike? With my arm.
With my arm. Big Mike.
Yeah.
That's absolutely right. I should have done this. They expanded the number of noms because people were pissed, rightfully so, that Dark Knight didn't get nominated in 2008.
And I was wondering why the list was 9 versus they like, we'll only give the best movie, which everybody freaking knows is the best picture.
Exactly.
We do not want to admit that if we have to admit that, we would say the comic book movies are in our fare, which we cannot allow. So we'll come up with something next year.
But with that logic, why is Heath Ledger getting nominated for best? It's a win for best voice actor.
It's a mercy call. It's like when the refs miss a holding and then they call something for your favor 3 plays down the line. It's like, come on, dude, that was the play. That's what got, you know.
Yeah, like holding on 3rd and 10. Third and 15.
And Jeff, and I know you. I don't want you to do this, but I think that was the year. 2008 is when, Oscars.
Let me go back to 2008 then.
But I think that is the year you see viewers after that Oscar. They're like, I don't want to watch this. You guys will pick your crap that nobody watches, and I do not want to waste my time.
Yeah, I think the combination of Iron Man and Dark Knight really had people going Frost, Nixon, Milk, The Reader. And I love this movie, The Curious Case of Benjamin Button and Slumdog Millionaire, but nothing of those two legitimate cinema-changing films with The Dark Knight and Iron Man. It seems like a real miss. And then to not give Avatar Best Picture in 2009 is just insane.
I mean,
how many people rewatch The Hurt Locker compared to how many people watch Avatar? Avatar really, he got a whole other set of people watching the second one, and it made some more money when it came out.
Yeah. What do you think a dude with a top hat and a monocle is really watching, though? Is he watching Avatar? You know what I mean? Hey, Chapman. No, he's not watching. He's not watching Avatar. That's not his lane.
80s.
Glasses.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think, what was it, Jeff? If I'm wrong, when they were doing the Emmys and such, Aaron Eckhart he might have got a nomination, but when it came to Best Picture, they were just, nope, we do not see this movie. We will not watch it.
Parks knows.
Yep, like when they gave Scorsese a pity award to make up for good. Yes, exactly. It's like, I don't know how Goodfellas didn't get.
But that was the same logic on Denzel should have won for Malcolm X. He doesn't get his until Training Day,
which wasn't as good as Malcolm X on any level.
Can we please?
Avatar was.
There's other stuff happening. So I did say the show was about the Oscars, so it's not like a bait and split. But like, I'm gonna talk. No, it's about Oscars. Let's. Gosh,
let them wait. According
to how many years when that movie came out? Seriously, how much that should have been? Oh, we Best Picture. Nope, not looking at it. No. Okay, Jeff.
2010 is worse. All right, we get Winter's Bone, True Grit. 127 hours. We got The Kids Are All Right. We get The Fighter, Black Swan, and then we have Toy Story 3, The Social Network, and Inception. And the winner, The King's Speech.
What?
How is that possible?
It's The King's Speech.
I think he had a list or something.
Stacey should have gotten him for The Irishman. Man, I was done with his 4-hour epics by the time Irishman came out.
Yeah, Gangs in New York was a little long for me.
Yeah, he was getting in need of an editor by that point.
Okay, Jeff.
Chandler Park says Malcolm X, Hurricane, John Q. He didn't shoot a gun and cuss in those. No King Kong.
Exactly.
John, I watched John Q for the first time, I think, in the last 6 months. I was kidding.
That's a good movie.
I mean, that was one of those movies that, come on, you guys, to kind of make the logically, oh, well, he's good in everything, so we'll give him a Lifetime Achievement Award instead of actually giving him an award for what he deserves, right?
For the best work. That's just, don't get me started.
But the King's Speech first. There was some. I'm sorry. Toy Story 3. The fact that Toy Story 3, and yes, you have to suck it up and admit this movie is brilliant and great. Just to act like, oh yeah, King's Speech. No way in Hades is that beating Toy Story 3.
And Eddie says Toy Story 3, I break every time I watch that movie. I break every time I see Andy giving his toys away. I'm like, what are you doing? But yeah,
I'm sorry. Here's my thing, and I would say, I would like every Oscar viewer who voted for the King's Speech to watch Toy Story 3. I bet you they break. It's
Toy Story 3 is good. It's great. It's one of my favorite movies. They did such a great job.
One day I'm gonna watch Toy Stories.
Huh?
So one day I'm gonna watch Toy Story. I didn't even know they had 3 of them joints.
They have 4 of them.
4, yeah.
And they're quality films, man. I mean, like really good. Not just like, it's good for kids. They're great movies. What scene scared you?
Man, the incinerator.
Oh, okay.
okay.
Real talk. When Disney first said they were making a Boba Fett movie, I said it should be True Grit in Star Wars. A couple of years later, the blank Mandalorian. Mandalorian's been good. Yo, Jamelin.
There you go.
Toy Story watch along with Chief. Oh.
You got a friend in me.
I'm gonna mute my camera a couple times watching that movie. Nah.
Oh yeah, it's always good finding some stuff that Chief hasn't watched. Huh?
Right?
I'm just saying. Did you ever see Up? How about Inside Out? Oh, see, you're immune to the charms of Pixar because you haven't watched those movies.
Yeah, that's all it is.
Yeah,
if you can make it through, what was it? Up? And what was the one you said? Inside Out? Nope. Not a chance.
I saw the movie where everybody was fat and they were floating around on chairs, and then they had to exercise and they became skinny. Everybody, you know what I'm talking about?
I do. I'm trying to remember which one that was.
I saw that movie. It was pretty good.
Gotta be dead.
What?
Look at the chat.
That is really long, Blake. It's kind of a reach, but it is still some comedy in there.
Sean Q's King's story about the internet is in desperate need of a life-saving internet. Who discovers his dollar won't cover the cost.
He takes Verizon worker hostage. It's a long one, but it's funny in there.
Lizzie, get off him, Lizzie! Get off him!
I see.
You're hurting him.
Good Lord, he is having a blast with this.
Oh my God. Yeah. Oh shoot!
What is this certain Pixar movie, 80s kid? And Snake Eyes, I don't know why they're making another Inside Out, but I will trust them that it'll be good because I love the first one. No mercy. Battleship Troopers watch long. Battleship Troopers.
You mean Starship Troopers?
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, you're talking about Lightyear. Yeah, I didn't care about Lightyear. Yeah. All right, let me see here. Jeez. Yeah, that's bad. King's Speech, there's so many other choices. I don't care about 2011, but there's other things to get gone with. All right, let's see where y'all stand with 2012. More Beasts of the Southern Wild, Life of Pi, Lincoln, Silver Linings Playbook, Zero Dark 30, Les Mis, Django Unchained, and Argo.
Okay, Jeff, let me ask a question. What Marvel movie came out? I think I know exactly which one it is. So what was it, Jeff?
All right. I feel like if they just went and threw in, there's several movies from 2012 they have thrown in. Now, this is the top 10. I'm going to go backwards this time. Number 10 was Men in Black 3. I really like that. The Hunger Games. This movie changed cinema, literally, because, hey, did you guys know that women could be action heroes? I love The Hunger Games. I hate what happened as a result of it. But Hunger Games is great. Madagascar 3, Europe's Most Wanted. Love that movie, too. Amazing Spider-Man is pretty good. But they were hamstrung because they couldn't tell Peter's origin the way they wanted to. Twilight Saga Breaking Dawn, Part 2 for Chief. No doubt. Ice Age Continental Drift. The Hobbit, An Unexpected Journey. No, thank you. But number 3, for sure, The Dark Knight Rises. We are the Initiative. Darn it. The Initiative. 2, Skyfall. Huh? How is that not on the list? I mean, that's a great movie all around. And number one, this little indie film called The Avengers.
Do you remember how hard, once they knew they snubbed the Avengers, they had, hey guys, can you bring all the cast of the Avengers out to present an award for something so people care about our stupid award show? That was, I mean, it was a point. They just, nope, we're not watching these movies. We don't care if it's keeping our job afloat. We don't care. But come watch our stupid award show.
I mean, the top 10 have way better movies than what was nominated. I really like Les Mis. I really like that. Django was getting a little indulgent at that point, and Silver Linings Playbook was fine. But it's like, how do you put that movie for Jennifer Lawrence's movie and ignore The Hunger Games?
Okay.
That's just weird.
I mean, okay. I thought Les Mis is the one. That was the one I thought actually won.
No, it did. Argo won. I like Argo too.
Argo.
It feels like they were trying to go for the most serious film they possibly could on that.
Yeah. Again, Argo was good, but to not have Skyfall.
Yeah, if you want to go with that, a traditional Oscar movie, you throw Skyfall in there.
Skyfall, the song. I mean, they had Adele singing, and that was okay. If I can't watch Avengers, this is the highlight to hear Adele crank Skyfall. But that was
Snake Eyes. I love The Hunger Games. I mean, I think that's a really solid franchise all the way through, from the first film to the last one. So I haven't seen this new one, but I mean, I really like that franchise, and because all the reasons they ignore with seemingly every other movie with a woman who happens to be the lead. David Thanos says, "What's the criteria for nominating these movies? Because some of these people should be fired." Yeah, the thing is, like, they've done interviews with voters, and they'll literally say, I don't want to watch this movie because I don't care about anything that was shot on a green screen. I don't want to hear about race relations. It's just like, dude, what are we doing?
Yeah.
And
I mean, they if after it got so much backlash, they knew they had to open up the actual nominating pass. They had to kick off people who have basically said, hey, we're not watching Marvel movies because we're many of their biases were so transparent that it was driving it was killing their award show.
All right. This is just like, I'm getting frustrated all over again. So let me stop with 2000. Let me see. I'm going to go through a few more.
Okay.
Just a few more. 2014. Let's go there. All right. So Americans. No, I'm good with 2014. That's fine. So let's go to 2015. The Big Short. Like that movie. Bridge of Spies. Solid movie. Brooklyn. Like that one. The Martian. Solid. The Revenant. Room. The Winner, Spotlight, which was a really good movie, but they have Mad Max Fury Road on here, and that should have won.
Yeah.
If you're going to throw it on there, it should win. Then we know what happened in 2016. Moonlight won because you matter now, Javon. Hidden Figures was also nominated. La La Land, the not quite winner. And let's see here. The Shape of Water beat out Darkest Hour, Dunkirk, Get Out with that foolishness. 2018 is a tragedy because I feel like there's so many better films that are nominated that didn't win. So we got Vice, we got A Star Is Born. I didn't find that one. Roma, The Favorite, didn't like that one. Black Klansman, how do you not? Bohemian Rhapsody. Green Book, the winner, and I don't know if you heard me when I said it was 2018.
Yeah, how about that? Wait, Jeff, what won the year before? Was that Fishborn?
That's The Shape of Water, yes.
That
was the same year the Get Out came out, which is ridiculous.
18 is Endgame, right?
18? No, that's Infinity War. Which, of course, is not going to make it. So Avengers Endgame was 2019. The winner that year was Parasite. I mean, I love Parasite, but no, Joker was also nominated. So there you go. You've been whining about comic book movies. There you go.
No, because that was a spit in the face of comic book fans. That was actually their see, we nominated one. See, it's just because it's mocking you people. Yeah.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Blake says, I enjoyed The Revenant. Epic landscapes, revenge story, beautiful cinematography, at least. Yeah, I mean, there's good to it. I just felt like Leo got jobbed because he didn't get nominated for Wolf of Wall Street. And that was a way more intense, better performance than what he did in The Revenant, which is like, okay. And again, it felt like he's one of those, he's doing so much different. But Wolf of Wall Street, he was great in.
How many movies did he not get the award for that he should have won for?
The Departed.
The Departed.
Yeah,
The Aviator. Come in with the milk. Come in with the milk. He comes in with the milk.
The Revenant was an achievement award more than this was his best.
Then it was this is best, his finest work. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I really like The Favorite. I'm glad you did, genuinely. I just was like, okay.
Departed.
Whatever.
That was one he should have won for.
Infinity War is a true winner. We all know it. For sure. It was wild. Did anybody watch any of the films for Best Picture? I did. If you haven't seen American Fiction, you should. Like that should win. I know Oppenheimer is going to. Jace loved Oppenheimer.
Yeah, I liked them. I did.
And Jace loved Barbie too.
I like Barbie. I do not own Barbie. I will own at one point. I will own Oppenheimer, but
I got you then. I got you. Unless you want it on 4K, in which case I do not have. All right. Yeah. So there's that. All right. Let's go on. Oh, right. I forgot because this, we talked about the Oscars, and I wanted to make sure we gave our due to the Oscars counterpart, the Razzies. No doubt you're very familiar with the Razzies. They are mocking the worst in cinema for a certain year or, that past year. So let me pull this back up. To all of the worst films, let's see if you guys agree and think they're being ridiculous with their nominations.
All right.
Of course, every time I do this. All right. 2023. Let me just go to the old.
Are you using Bing again?
I'm using my search engine. Thank you. Okay.
You're using Bing.
All right, here you go. All right, ready? Let me see what you guys think about these. So the Razzies announced. Let's see if I can go to the Razzies website. All right. The Razzies announced its top awards. So for Best Picture, there's a bunch. So we've got Expendables 4, which I haven't seen. And I'm like, oh man, how is this in here? Exorcist Believer, Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. I don't need to see that, but I'll call it the winner. Shazam, Fury of the Gods, and Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania.
Okay, so I've seen everything on that list except for the what was the one? The Honey Winnie the Pooh thing.
Oh, I'm sorry. Here, their worst picture is The Exorcist Believer, Expendables 4, Meg 2, The Trench, Shazam, Fury of the Gods, and Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey.
All right. I've seen all of those except for Blood and Honey. And I can tell you anything with Megan Fox and 50 Cent belongs in the bottom of the $5 bin at Walmart. The Meg, I'm tired of Jason Statham movies because it's why do I look so pissed off and British? What's this new one? I'm the beekeeper or something stupid. I'm like, what are y'all doing? And plus, Jason Statham is like 65 now. Stop making these old men ass kickers.
Hey, again, I just watched, what was it, Fast X? Yeah, Jason Statham still looks like he can kick some tail.
Looks like kick my
Statham would fall out from a hard sneeze from Chief. I don't buy him. I don't buy him at all.
30 seconds right there.
If it's after 30 seconds. It's all up in the air after that point. Yeah, true, Jeff. Revenue was a quiet storm of acting versus more outward display. Yeah, I feel like he was really good in some other stuff. but I understood why he got that. James says American Fiction, anything like Pulp Fiction. Joe, I want to see. You should. I feel like it is, especially with all our talk about these Oscar movies, it is great and legit one of the best films I've seen in a long time. The Razzies, yes. Snake Eyes. The one problem with Barbie, they don't have the old song "I'm a Barbie Girl." Yeah, that was really weird. I was kind of confused. They did like some Ice Spice, Nicki Minaj. Like, no, play the real song. Ask Jeeves. I think Jeeves is better than Bing, actually.
Yes.
Leave that man alone, Jace. Let him ask Jeeves. Throw Winnie the Pooh in the trash. No, Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. I love Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah.
You hate? Did you see it? I mean, I couldn't imagine watching.
No, he was the first one who said he saw it, and he was like,
"Oh wow,
it's trash."
We got Jeff on Bing and King on Netscape now. In fairness, Bing just happens to be the default one. I don't know what Javon's doing. All right, let's see. Worst. I'm gonna call Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey the worst. Safe. At least the other ones have people that should be working in Hollywood.
Yeah.
Okay. Worst actor. Russell Crowe for The People's Exorcist. Vin Diesel for Fast X. You take that back. Chris Evans for Ghosted. Jason Statham, Meg 2, The Trench. John Voight, Mercy. What do you fellas got?
I gotta take Statham.
I ain't seen Meg 2. John Voight still making movies?
I'm gonna put him just because I'm begging for mercy from him doing movies.
Yeah.
Jace, what you got?
I'm going Voight.
All right. Then we got worst actress, Anna de Armas from Ghosted. I didn't see that movie. I guess I don't need to. Megan Fox, Johnny and Clyde. Salma Hayek, you stop right now. Magic Mike's Last Dance. Dame Helen Mirren for Shazam. Come on. Jennifer Lopez, The Mother. We have a winner for me.
Okay.
Did y'all see The Mother?
No.
I did see Magic Mike though. That was.
Why did you watch Magic Mike?
I'm married. I'm like, why are you doing this to me? Like, why are you doing this to me? Seriously.
I don't know if that's a good enough excuse on that.
How'd you like Magic Mike, Detective Jack Cates?
Love it. No, it's like nobody gave a shit. Like, if you're gonna make a movie, care. And I was just reading lines, man. And I wasn't expecting anything. It's Magic Mike, right? But I was like, okay, since I'm gonna watch it, I'm gonna watch it. And it was like, okay, this is a studio obligation. It's like when everybody started making double albums in rap. It was like, okay, we're just gonna squeeze all these turds onto this one album so we can complete our 2-album commitment in this contract. That's basically what that was.
I would tend to agree with you on that. All right, let's see. Here. Worst supporting actress: Kim Cattrall, About My Father, Megan Fox, Expendables, Bai Ling, Johnny and Clyde, Lucy Liu, Shazam, Fear the Guys, which they really hated, Mary Stuart Masterson, Five Nights at Freddy's, which I did not like either. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that one. I did not.
Mary Stuart Masterson, man. Movie. She was the limo driver in love with the dude, right?
I don't know about that one.
80s movie, and she liked the dude, and he liked this other girl. It was the beginning of it was like the first one of its kind of the dude.
I feel like that's her. Yeah, it is her.
And then she wore the gloves. She was like a tough girl, and he bought
some kind of wonderful close range.
Yeah, some kind of wonderful. I think it was.
Okay.
What's that about?
I mean, it's an 80s movie, man. It was like the first one of the guy likes girl, but girl who's been hanging with guy the whole time likes guy. Guy finally notices girl beside us.
Oh, she gets hot or something?
No, she never got hot. He just finally noticed her. Like, he just...
Wow, cute. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, he's like, oh, you've been around here the whole time. Okay.
So, okay.
But she really needed to lose the glasses, though.
Like, Joe, I still want to watch that movie.
Joe, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad.
Yeah, like the Razzies sometimes hits their we just don't like things, and like Shazam is not a horrible movie. It should not be on there. Just
the Razzies,
there are other movies.
They just like to take a dump too. That's all. They're taking a dump.
Now, the other thing is sometimes the actors will come to the Razzies and pick them up. And I think that's what they're trying to get. Okay, if we get one of these guys from Shazam, somebody's going to enjoy the joke, right? Come on, Zachary Levi, you want to come in?
You need some love.
Yeah.
Worst supporting actor: Michael Douglas, Quantumania; Mel Gibson, Confidential Informant. Yes. Bill Murray, Quantumania; Franco Nero, Pope's Exorcist; Stallone, Expendables 4. I'm gonna go with Mel Gibson.
Yeah, choose one.
Whenever Mel Gibson is up, it's always gonna be Mel Gibson.
I think that's the same policy.
Yeah.
Let's see. An Ari Stoltz film gets his moment on Loud's Movie Shop.
It is. It is.
Leave it to Jamie to pull up an Eric
So
Stokes
Kelly, the
reference. Love
fourth,
it.
You're welcome.
the 2 days to watch Five Nights at Freddy's. Man, I'm glad it didn't take you 5
Why
days.
is House Party not on that list, nominated for anything?
They didn't watch that one, King.
The original House
Got
Party?
it. Got it.
The new
Huh?
one.
No.
I'd rather talk to King over his internet for the next 5 hours. To watch the House Party. I can't do
All
it.
right.
Oh my God.
So we did this last week, and I had so much fun doing it. I want to do it again. All right, we're going to choose. I've got my 3. So I want your suggestions, you 3, and everybody in the chat. So your best and worst movie, just one, of these 3 actors I'm going to put out to you. So let's start off with Tom Cruise. Feel free to go to IMDb if you need to.
Oh, yeah.
Just so you can go through and read and check out the catalog of movies, because he's one that's done a gazillion.
And I was just going through his movies the other day. That's the funny part.
That is funny.
That's hard.
No, it's pretty easy for me. I already see my worst. Choosing the best, tricky, because he has some really, really good ones.
Yeah.
Way more good ones than bad. I mean, this one,
Yeah.
I think it's more of a like, all right, which way do you want to go with the worst? Because I think we could all, everybody in the chat, could have a different best for him, and I would not be upset with it.
I don't know, Thanos. I mean, I love the Mission movies, but man, Tom has some really. He does not get the credit he deserves, man. Born on the 4th.
His career was great back in the 80s. 80s kid. Oh man. I gotta defend Tom on this one. I feel like his movies
you wilding
last
out, homie.
2 decades have been better than his 80s movies.
They really have been.
Yeah, I mean he has had amazing longevity.
Yeah.
Joe says Eyes Wide Shut worse. Definitely a contender on
I
that.
think that's where I was going to go.
Jamelin says worse, far and away. Maybe far and away the worst. Brian says best, Magnolia. Runners up, Collateral, A Few Good Men, Interview with the Vampire, Maverick, really strong film.
Really strong.
80s for the best is Top Gun original. Maverick's pretty good too.
He was a greaser, man, and the Outsiders, man.
Right?
He wasn't
He
like,
was.
oh,
Tom
all the
Cruise
right
best movie was
moves.
Tropic Thunder, says James Green. He's pretty good in that.
All right.
Jerry Maguire was
He
great.
said it. I'm gonna agree with James Green. That was actually my favorite Tom Cruise performance.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Because again, Tom Cruise, and this is one of the times call me an Oscar voter. He's been solid in so many other things, but his comedy take in that movie,
It's hilarious.
so good. I mean, and
Total
him,
departure.
hey, come on, hey, give me on the phone. Like, oh my god! I mean, just his like we don't negotiate with terrorists. Yeah, here we go.
a nutless monkey can do what you do. No, I'm just kidding. Nutless monkey.
Monkey.
Woo.
Nah, Blake, I'm with you. He does not get the credit he deserves. He really doesn't.
Yeah.
All right. So what's your choice, Jay? Jack Coates.
I'm sorry, A Few Good Men, and it's hard for me, but he was so good in that movie. And worst, I gotta say Days of Thunder. I hated that movie. I gotta say it.
Okay.
And it's not so much him. I just feel like that was not his best movie to me.
Jace, what's your choice?
Worst. I went with Eyes Wide Shut.
And your favorite was Tropic Thunder. Okay,
Yeah.
Chief, how about you?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Best Tom Cruise movie, man. Probably, not for. I'm gonna go with. I hate that it's one. I'm gonna go with Maguire.
Okay.
And the worst one, a Tom Cruise movie that I was like, this is some cut. Night and Day was pretty bad.
Which
It
one?
was bad.
Night and
Day.
Day.
Yeah.
Hold on.
But Cameron Diaz.
Yeah.
It was pretty.
I didn't like that.
It was
I
pretty
like
sweet.
that.
Okay, I'm sorry, Chief. What did you say is best?
You know what, man? I'm gonna go with Oblivion. I didn't like it.
Okay.
I just didn't.
What'd you say his best was, Chief? I think I talked over you.
No, I said Maguire. I just went with Maguire, man, because he's got a lot of great movies, man.
He does. My favorite for him, just because I decided not to choose any of the Mission Impossible movies, was Minority Report. Like David said, it's so good. That's like peak action hero Tom Cruise. Like he's just getting going in that role, and Colin Farrell's great too. And I thought that was really good. I love Edge of Tomorrow, Live, Die, Repeat, and Oblivion. I also really like. My worst Tom Cruise, my least favorite, is Rock of Ages, because he's playing the aging rocker a little too well, and I hate that movie. It's just bad anyway. And he's playing like the sex symbol. It's like, make it stop, please.
Jeff, I changed mine. I'm sorry. Best, Born on the 4th of July. He was really good in that as Ron Colvin. Side note, if you want a good laugh, go to YouTube and check out the scene where he's arguing with his mother about having a limp dead penis. It's hilarious. It's not supposed to be, but it is. And worst, Cocktail.
That's a good one. Now, no, which one? Is that best or worst for Last Samurai? I really like Eyes Wide Shut, but not as much as Shakespeare in Love. I love it.
Yes, Cocktail was terrible.
You didn't like Cocktail, man?
It was cheesy.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be. It's
What year was Cocktail?
88?
That was before Risky Business, right?
No, that was 88.
Risky Business was the first one, wasn't it? No, All the Right Moves, right?
All the Right Moves was Outsiders probably first. Right?
Outsiders when they was all young.
Yeah, everybody. Patrick Swayze was young.
You know what I mean? And Ralph Macchio looked like he was just supposed to be in diapers.
Yeah. Stay golden, Pony boy.
Stay golden.
All right. now I got one I think is going to be a nice challenge for y'all.
Okay.
Gabrielle Union.
Hated it. There's no good movie.
None.
No good movie?
On all. Next.
Huh?
That's once you give him DMX. The dance scene in the movie with DMX. That's it.
The dance scene. Not even the performance, the scene.
That's it, bro.
Man.
I see the so far as what you call it, Dwayne Wade's wife, his beard. I'm not supposed to say that.
Javon! No, you're gonna get suspended.
Sorry.
Thoughts on Vanilla Sky. Not a fan of it, Jamie.
Okay.
Actually, I like Vanilla Sky.
Wait, y'all really don't know who Gabrielle Union is? Sheesh. Okay.
Joe Kelly.
Thank you.
Okay.
Ryan, Bring It On was my guilty pleasure movie for a while. Yeah, I mean, if you need a movie. So for her, since I'm like one of the few apparently seen her movies, I'm going to go with her worst movie is The Honeymooners. That would be that was bad. That starred Cat Williams. No, that's right. It wasn't Cat Williams because he pissed off people. Cedric the Entertainer was in there.
Jamie, that don't count. She was in it for like 13 seconds, man.
Yeah, that's kind of the thing. Her bad movies, like, because I could say, if I was to say her best movie is 10 Things I Hate About You, that would be an insult because she's in that movie for about 5 seconds.
Her
her best movie, I think, is Bring It On. I think that's actually, because that's one she's actually. Oh, okay. And I'm sorry. There's another one I have, Jeff.
Bro, when Bring It On is your best movie.
No, top 5. Top 5.
Wait, Jason, you doing that again for real? Okay, all right. That's my fault. Top 5, yes.
Yeah, top
I'm
5.
gonna go with Deliver Us from Evil. I thought she played that role really well. She was funny in that. But man, Joe just went through some serious hate on that.
Damn.
Bad Boys 2, like which one? He's going with like best worst. Man, y'all were just brutal to Gabrielle.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I know. I mean, because yeah, did anyone see Javon? I know you have to have this one on your list. Meet Dave.
No, well,
But that's the worst Eddie
Jesus.
Murphy. He's taking a paycheck there.
Everybody
Oh,
should
Jesus.
put in that one.
I admitted that from memory.
He is the kitchen table.
Ugh.
All right, so let's go with one that'll be a little bit easier for some of you all. Let's go with Sean Connery.
Ooh.
Okay.
Where to go?
Okay. I got it. I'm thinking easy ways to cheat. I wouldn't put James Bond on there.
Nah.
Even though that's some of his best roles, he was the best James Bond, Sean Connery, then Roger Moore, and there will be no others after that.
Pierce Brosnan. Hello.
Nope, not even the new guy, the newest guy.
Thank you.
No, he's
Ryan.
not the best.
Absolutely.
I mean, he's lower on that list to me.
Yeah, and then find out that he had a kid. That just ruined it all. James Bond is, you know what I mean? He walks away. He doesn't love
He
him.
ain't no baby father.
You know what I mean?
He's not going to court for visitation rights. James Bond. Ain't no judge telling him when and how he can see his kid.
Okay.
I take
James ain't
pleasure
wrong,
in
though.
gutting
He's a fucking
you,
star
boy.
role. I was
Okay.
going to say Meet Dave. I think I like Meet Dave more. Pluto Nash is one of the most abominable excuses to hit the big screen ever.
Not Pluto.
There's a reason that never plays on anything. Not even Tubi. Tubi's like, no, thank you. We're
You're not
good.
touching
Our
it.
schedule's booked. No room for that in our program.
Hey, Jeff, there's a section of Eddie's career that no one's willing to touch.
Nope.
There's several
That's-
movies no
that's
one even
number
wants
one.
to bother with.
Yeah.
It's like he forgot he was Eddie Murphy and he just started taking whatever.
Yeah.
He thought he was Wesley Snipes and Nicolas Cage.
It has some
Come on.
tax issues.
Right. The Untouchables. That's a good choice.
That's a
The
great-
Rock.
great
Also a good
role.
choice. Entrapment. League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Okay.
Dave is running through all these movies.
Okay.
Finding Forrester.
All right.
The Name is Bond, James Bond. I really need to watch it. You do need to watch that. Not a fan of Entrapment. Needed more Jackie Brownish from
Needs more Jackie Brown.
Interesting. Okay.
Zard says best. Zardos. Best. I've got lots of great choices either way with him.
Okay.
He's tricky. I'm gonna go with Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade for best, simply because it wasn't mentioned. I really thought he was good. That's when they should have stopped the franchise. Perfect in that. And for my worst, I'm gonna have to go a different route because after I watched the original, I was like, this movie is the exact same thing. It's not as good. I'm gonna say never again. Movie I do like, but it's Thunderball. And there's no reason to remake Thunderball. Thunderball's great. And he looks really old next to a 19-year-old Kim Basinger. I don't know if she's really that old, but gosh, she looked really young to be Domino next to aging Sean Connery, who even with the hairpiece, he looked a little old. Wait, Outland, Highlander, pretty good. Sardo's worst. Jace, what were your choices?
Okay. So I'm gonna go with my worst. Easy is Highlander 2 because that movie is abominable. The next one, I actually, as much as there was parts of this movie I did not like, he was really good in it. I'm gonna go with First Night.
Yeah, First Night was another choice for me. It was like, but I cannot stand First Night. That's a one watch.
Yeah, and that Maligan was super cool, but
It's good.
Richard Gere was. Oh, get out of here, dude.
Yeah, he was miscast.
Yeah.
J. King, your Wi-Fi looks like it's improved.
Oh.
And he moved. I was literally like, oh man,
Had a clear picture. Had good lighting.
Yeah. All right, the lighting helps. All right, what's your choices?
Best. Damn, I want to narrow it to. I love the Untouchables role, but that wasn't long enough to count it as his movie. Plus, when Costner is involved, it's not your movie. The Hunt for Red October.
Yeah.
Hunt for Red October, and even what was the one he did with Mark Harmon?
Oh, I know which one you're talking about.
Damn, I can't think of the name of that damn movie, man.
Nothing. Wait, is that train?
Man, I just thought I saw that.
What was the name of that damn movie?
Movies.
Yeah, this isn't the whole list.
Presidio.
Oh, okay.
And worst. Damn, I really do want to say The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. And I know somebody's gonna, feel a way about that. I just didn't. It didn't hit for me.
Now, did anybody watch the Avengers?
Hamlin, I'm with you. It's not as great as a comic, but The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen gets more hate than it deserves. And I'm with you because it's kind of like I'm not quite sure what people were expecting. I know what Alan Moore was expecting, but I felt like it was fine for what they were doing with it. And I don't own it, but yeah.
You know what, Jamelin? You could be right about that because I feel that way about Waterworld.
I feel like the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, though, I feel like they should have got a lesser actor. You remember in Wayne's World when they were at the gas station and they were like, hold on. And they replaced the dude with like Charleston Heston. And he was like, yeah, I used to know a girl on Marbury Street. Well, I felt like they should have done the reverse with Sean Connery and League of, they should have got a lesser actor to come in there and be my man from Africa. Yeah, I feel like it was just too great for the part. Like, what are you doing here?
That might have been the case.
Like, you know what I mean?
Bigger than the movie.
Yeah, like he had a gambling debt he needed to pay off. How much you gonna give me? $2 million? I'll do it. You know what I mean? And he just came in and he did it. I just felt like I was like, Sean, this is not even you. It's not you.
Yeah.
It's not you, man.
You might be on to something.
Yeah.
What's your choices? Did you go?
Nah, I'm here, man. I'm looking over some crap. Because I want to say his Bond movies, man. I loved him as Bond, and then and I don't care which one you pick. And a bad Sean Connery movie, man. And it's crazy because some of his stuff took place before my father was born. Let's see here. You know what? Because I hated Highlander. I hated all the Highlander except for the first one. So I'm gonna go with Highlander 2, man. Because them joints was garbage after the first one. The first one was amazing, and Harlem Nights. You got my mouth all ready for some juice, and then you get in the container's only a swallow. You know what I mean? And I was ready for something good, man. I thought it was gonna be a full container or something, and it was just a corner of juice in there. I said, "This is some garbage."
It made no dang sense.
Yeah.
The problem with Highlander is the first one supposedly ends it. It can't be anymore. They just we just want some other stuff.
They changed it. They're aliens now, and all this and that, and
no. And the funny thing is, that movie doesn't count. Everyone admits it. If every continuity, 2 is just nope, doesn't happen. Just get out of here.
I mean, he had it all, bro. He could read everybody's mind everywhere in the world. What kind of prize was that?
That was lame.
You know what I mean? That's like that "What Women Want" joint. You know what I mean? Would you really want to get inside a woman's head? You know how confusing.
Oh my gosh, disclaimer.
I'm just saying, man, because I mean, I just it's 100,000 choices. Your lady don't know. Hey, what do you want to eat? And then the thing you know, bro, you sitting there 20 minutes later, like, oh. Imagine if you could read that.
20 minutes later, you're having a
You would
bowl
go
of cereal.
crazy, bro. You would go crazy.
When they actually said, "Oh, I now can read everybody's mind, so I can create world peace." What?
Right.
All right. It's time because there's so much. And
Okay.
we've gone.
We're
Who are
over
your
time.
nominees for Dummies of the Week? And Jace, why don't you go first?
Oh wow, something new. Okay, all right. My as has been the topic of the show. My dummy of the week is the Oscar voters who decided that hey, let's make sure a movie about that is our biggest box office one does not have the director like every other year. We have the best movie blockbuster directors always shooing. Oh, we have the best actress shooing. No, we're just not. And we're just going to, let's be honest, we're going to prove the point of the movie. It's like, great job, you morons. So, by them actually proving the Barbie movie correct, and not reading the room, the Oscar voters are my dummy of the week.
Mine has got to be the WWE going to Netflix or taking Raw to Netflix because people still have cable and, people are getting their passwords cracked down on Netflix. So I don't see the lure of going there. And if they're going to assume that, hey, we got Raw, now we can start raising the rates up because we got Raw, that's not going to work for me, dog. And yeah, I just don't care. Jay King, how about you?
Yeah, I got the Milwaukee Bucks organization on this one because they fired Mike Budenholzer for winning a championship 2 years ago. Hey, we only made the playoffs and finished with 50 wins last year. So he's fired. We don't need
and half the team's injured, but yeah, you're fired.
But yeah, you're fired. It's your fault. Then Terry they traded for Dame Lil, which on paper smart money.
But you Drew Holiday on defense.
Your backcourt defense, okay. Couple that with Terry Stotts, who Dame Lil's former coach, if I'm not mistaken, signed on board to be an assistant with the team, but less than a week after signing that deal said, "Yeah, no, I'm good." And he was hired on. This is the thing: if you have to hire former head coaches to assist your head coach, maybe you shouldn't hire this guy as your head coach. I'm just saying that part, right? And then to top that off, they fire Adrian Griffin for having the second best record in the Eastern Conference. So, and then now they're in talks with Doc Rivers, who is now a 5-time fired coach.
I thought they finalized the deal.
No, it's not official yet.
Not yet, but it will be. And it's like, who's running the show? Who's running the show? That's my new nickname, David. Let's coin it, AOL.
Next week when you show up.
AOL. You've got mail. No, I don't know what the hell's going on in Milwaukee, and I don't think they do either.
They don't either.
Yeah.
So it's all good. Chief, who's your nominee?
This week I think I'm gonna go with Badu, Erica. At a concert in Chicago, she said she's put prayers up for R. Kelly. Hope she one day sees the light of day. And like, what do you talk? Like, read the room. You know what I mean? Like, listen, I'll be the first to admit, man, I like his music. But when I listen to R. Kelly music, it's real low.
Now pop it in the car as you're going down the street.
You know what I mean? Because you know used to be in that car. My mind's telling me no, but my body's telling me yeah. You be in that joint just cruising down the street, just feeling good about it. Now you in the car like my mind's telling me no. My body's telling me yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you can't. Hey man, listen.
You can't bump out.
You want to pump it, but you can't.
Dude.
There's a reason behind it. You know what I mean? And the reason behind that is the same reason why she shouldn't publicly say she supports him. I don't care if she that's your business. but your business shouldn't be for everybody. You know what I mean? You gotta just, you know what I mean? You some things ain't said in front of a crowd, bro. Sometimes you just gotta be like, you know, on the phone with your person, your friend. Yeah, you know, I'm sorry, they got him. You know, whatever. But you in front of a crowd, like, yeah, you know, yeah, hell yeah.
Kelly.
Prayers up for Kelly. Like, nah.
Hey, was it crickets after she said that?
Bro, it's too early. It's too early. You know what I mean? R. Kelly ain't been in there, what, 2 years yet? It's too early.
Nah.
When you see Asian old R. Kelly, that's when you can say it. You know, he's just sitting in the chair, just, you know.
When he like Martin and Eddie in life. Oh,
yeah, man. He got his toe in the bottle. You know what I mean?
Talk about going to the upper room.
When you know what I mean? When he got his toe in the bottle, you can go and be like, let him. He's no threat to nobody. Let him out. R. Kelly toe ain't in the bottle yet. He ain't been in there long enough. R. Kelly ain't
He's still a menace. He's still a menace to society.
You know what I mean? He's still stout.
Still a menace to middle school girls everywhere.
He's headed straight to Chuck E. Cheese. Let me tell you something, man.
Straight to a middle school.
Yeah. You like what are we doing here, bro?
Hey, Chief, do you remember the old Olivia Fox and what's his name? Russ Parr show?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember when Best of Both Worlds came out and they did their parody of it?
Stop it, bro.
I definitely gonna be back out here.
Hey, bro. I don't, but I do remember when they used to do Coach North Turner.
Oh man.
He was a big old African American man. Listen, as I turned the corner, he was in the shower. And his butt looked like two goats ramming each other's heads together. Man, bro. Coach used to have me crying.
His buttocks look like two baby piglets fighting for respectability.
Man, Coach used to have you crying, bro.
All
But
right, Jay, you have to throw it out there again.
Yeah, once again, the statements that were uttered by our commentators do not represent the phrasing and brand of Laos Movie File. These are for just entertainment.
Legal department.
Right. Listen, I wasn't throwing it out there. I'm just merely pointing out that the guys, it's too early. That's all.
Yeah, that's true.
All right. Well, fellas, thank you, as always, for coming through. Jalen Parks, Snake Eyes, David Thanos, Joe Kelly IV, Ryan Daly, Blake Tarpley, Afton Child, 80s Kid from the 90s. Make sure I got everybody else who came through and was kicking it with us. I think I did. What's that guy?
It's okay.
No. I can scroll quickly and find him. James Green, of course. Chief, God, what's
Ryan?
Oh, Clint Dean?
Yeah.
Clint Dean? Thank you.
Yeah, that's my guy.
All right. Right.
Thanos.
Shakespeare Love, Full Life.
Thanos, don't be keeping my camera fund money either, mother.
All right, y'all. I'll be back on tomorrow. And yes, thank you so much. Appreciate all y'all. This episode of Laos Movie Files has been fun.